I did some DIY on my garage with only ChatGPT to help me. So let's go and see whether it's actually been effective. Hey folks, welcome to the video. For those of you new here, my name's Andrew. I sell stuff on eBay, Amazon, Depop, Vinted, part-time, soon to be full-time. So anyway, this garage is operating as one of my 2 stock rooms, and it had some issues with waterproofing. So I have attempted to fix those, and well, it's not gone to plan, shall we say that. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, basically we now have a massive gap here that was not there last night. Well, I have foamed this to try and seal it, and that has not gone well. So I need to get around the other side of here and look to see what's going on there. The rest of it is all good and watertight and sorted. It's just that big gap there now that we need to see what's happened. Okay, so it looks like the expanding foam has basically pushed the thing outwards when it's mushroomed the wooden sort of bit there, which was already loose, so probably should have been expected really, but let me see if I can get that fixed. Okay, basically the wood out here is too rotten. I've just tried laying it back in, it's not working. It's just rotten. The one beneath it that's slipped, that was rotten, that we put another plank behind, is now not holding up the one above it, and that's just going to keep on happening. So what I'm going to do is I do have another piece of timber here, so I'm going to put this, cut this to size and put it behind, just sort of effectively almost start building it to the wall inside. In fact, the timber plan isn't going to work. It was fine for the bottom there because we had this metal thing here that's sealing stuff, but there it's got to go on the ledge here. There's nothing to secure it to, so I do have a block of wood to use. What I'm going to do instead is cut down a piece of OSB, and I'm going to glue the OSB onto here instead and have a big patch that goes there. Okay, so yet again it's dark, but what we've got now is one badly cut piece of OSB, we won't talk about that edge, which I can now glue onto here. I've got the glue, so I'm just going to go and fix that to my sealant gun and glue this and get some stuff to prop it in place with. Okay, workspace is a bit of a mess, but the OSB board is in, it is glued on, I've sealed around the edges, and I'm leaving it propped up with this very heavy concrete block, so that holds it in place while it dries. But it has successfully sealed the gaps that were there, which is amazing. I'm just pumping sealant around the edges. I've run out of the expensive sealant, so I'm just going to use the cheaper Unibond now to finish off there, and then we'll come back tomorrow and see how it's done. But I have got another job to do in here that I want to talk about, so I'll switch to the other job in a minute. So in this garage we have one more potential source of sort of draft and water ingress, which is around this door frame. As you can see, there's quite a gap. I can't use sealant or polyfoam there to seal that gap, because basically if I do that I won't be able to use the door, and as we've sealed the other door firmly shut, although it was already firmly sealed shut anyway, we need to just make sure that this one is a bit more draft proof. So I've got, I don't know if it's too thick or not, but we'll try it, some of this stuff to go around the edge of the frame, and hopefully that will just give that extra bit of weatherproofing. So we're going to give it a try now. Okay, so the door frame is now sealed all the way around, top and sides. At the bottom I've got a wooden panel that always comes loose, so I'm going to glue that panel in now as my next step. But I've just got to pick my orders from in here first, because obviously I want to leave stuff to dry overnight and not step on it and dislodge it. Okay, looks like we still have some gaps. This has slipped slightly, but the sealant is all in there, so I might just put a little bit more sealant in there to seal that gap. We have got a gap along here, so what I don't know if you can actually see it there, so I'm just going to put another plank of wood glued in there to cover that, which I've actually got here. It looks like I prepared it earlier, so we're going to glue this on now. Okay, so now we've got the patch of wood there. You can see bits of light here, but actually those are covered by sealant. It's just that the sealant is clear, but I probably will top that up and top that up a bit, chop some of it back and top it up a bit. Tomorrow, just want to give it a bit more time to dry, and then I think there's a little gap down at the bottom which you probably can't see on camera, but I'm just going to run some sealant along tomorrow, and then the door will be completed. The wooden plank over there has stayed glued that I put down, so I'm not tripping over that when it comes loose anymore. It's not the best bond though, to be honest, so it may come loose again, but we shall see. And obviously the door frame is now looking like a little bit of the plastic stuff has come loose, so I might just glue that back into place. Yeah, there's a little bit that's come loose. Obviously not happy about being trapped to the side with me, but he's not been the best behaved dog today, so he's got to stay with me. Right. Leave that in there. Rest of it has stayed alright. Just that patch there which actually does nothing because I put it in the wrong place anyway, but never mind. So yeah, I did manage to get a little bit of glue on the ground around there, so I need to find a way to clean that off, but that's a job for another day. I'm going to leave that patch there to dry overnight of wood that I've glued on. Then I'm going to come back, reseal everything and finish up. Okay, it is time for the moment of truth. Have my repairs held? Let's see. Yes! My wood is still in place. That gap largely sealed. I thought I'd just put a little bit more sealant down there. And I've got a little bit more sealant to put along here. So I will do that now, and then the garage will finally be waterproofed and we can move on. Okay, it is time for the moment of truth. Have my repairs held? Let's see. Yes! My wood is still in place. That gap largely sealed. I thought I'd just put a little bit more sealant down there. And I've got a little bit more sealant to put along here, so I will do that now, and then the garage will finally be waterproofed and we can move on. Okay, so that is it. I've got to clean up all this stuff that's outside, but by hook or by crook I have waterproofed the garage successfully. It doesn't look pretty, but that will look a lot prettier when I get new doors in there, which is a job probably for next year, as long as I can save up enough money by doing that. Still some work to do inside the garage though, so I'll show you what the next steps are. So, as the DIY disaster unfolds, the final jobs to do in here are on the electrical front. As you see, I've got a plug socket there. I have got a 4-socket IP44 outdoor rated extension reel, which I'm going to plug into that, and then I'm going to plug a dehumidifier and some plug-in lights into it, and a heater wherever the heater is. The heater's there as well. So a plan is that I will have a dehumidifier that will run when the humidity reaches a certain level. It can all be run automatically. I am going to put some lights up on the battens here so that I can see what I'm doing, probably along this batten here, one here, just to make it that little bit easier to see what's going on and pick orders. And the dehumidifiers go in there where the gaming currently is. The gaming that is there is going to be moved into the area I freed over there once I've sorted all that out. Because yeah, there's plenty of space for it to go on. These that here as well, they're going to be moved on top of the filing cabinets there. I'm going to push the filing cabinet that's there and the fridge out the way so I can just extend the VHS section a bit, because obviously that's overflowing at the minute. I'm going to get the lighting sorted first, I think, probably, as the next job. So that will be on next week's video, I guess. I'll turn the camera around for a wrap up. So yeah, I am glad that that job is done. I have, as you can see, 0 DIY skills, but despite that I've managed to do some sawing, attach some pieces of wood, plug some holes, seal the garage. It's not looking pretty at all in any way, shape or form, but it doesn't need to look pretty. Long term, the plans are that I'm getting another log cabin put in my garden. There is one already here that's falling down, so I'm going to knock that down, put that in place, empty all the stuff that's in this garage into the new log cabin when that's built. Then I'm going to get new doors and possibly windows fitted to this, and I'm going to insulate it and also get some proper electrics and proper lighting put in rather than the sort of temporary fixes that I'm doing. But that's going to take, that's a long-term sort of 2 to 3 year job to save up all the money to do that. Log cabins are not cheap, so I've got to save the money for that. Then I've got to save the money for sorting out this afterwards. But for now, it is watertight. It will be well lit when I've sorted out the lighting, and it will be a safe environment to store stock once the dehumidifier is running. And I've got the heater as well to plug in, or from here doing stuff in the winter and I need to be a bit warmer, I can just put the heater on to heat myself up. Anyway, if you have made it this far in the video, comment disaster down below and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.